All right, here we are again in Mandalay.
What's up?
I'm with Coyote Chris.
Yo.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing a little podcast. We're gonna bring in Debo.
Yeah, man.
Debo from the U.S.
Good old Debo.
We're gonna ask him to see. We're gonna see how he's
Interesting man.
what COVID's up to in that side of the world.
Yeah, man.
Here, let's call him. Okay, here we go. We're getting Debo on the line here. Hey,
Hello?
Hey, Debo.
Can you hear me now?
Welcome to the show, Debo. How you doing there? Where you at? Where you located, bro?
Bill, Pennsylvania.
So, hey, this is Big Daddy. I'm with Coyote Chris here in Mandalay, Myanmar, and we're just wondering about a guy like yourself in Western Pennsylvania. What the hell's going on with the COVID over there, and what are people thinking?
Curious,
Well, to be honest, in my world, I'm pretty sheltered over here. I mean, I just go to work every day, just like the normal human, get up and go and come back. And, only thing that's a bit different is when you go out, like to drink a beer or get something to eat, you got to all sit apart and be separated.
Shit, man. So, what? Restaurants are still closed. Where are you at? You in a bar right now?
No, I'm at my friend's house, actually.
Yeah. What do you
We're
got?
having a little get together, get together,
Little Western,
drinking some beer.
Chill time.
little Pennsylvanian get together.
Yeah, exactly.
It seemed like you guys don't give a shit about no COVID over there.
Yeah, seems.
Oh, I mean, you know me, my friend. Yeah, you know us. It's just the same way we grew up, normal fucking shit.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. So, is the media? Is it like so? The media seems to be portraying it pretty. I don't know. Would you say that's kind of like a total opposite?
Overkill.
Okay.
I mean, one crazy thing too, like in my job, we are basically doing a small sample size of the population. Every day when you come into work, you got to get your temperature taken, and people fail it all the time. And if you have symptoms, you got to do daily checks, all this stuff. So when people come into work, we're doing contact tracing and all of this stuff, and it's not even it's hardly even traceable, in my opinion. Like, my boss had COVID. I don't know if I even told you guys this. My boss had COVID, and he was asymptomatic, right? He had no symptoms. His wife is pregnant. He has a small child that's like somewhere between 1 and 3 years old. I don't know the exact age. His child was asymptomatic. The only way that he knew, like, to not come into work and go in quarantine, because his wife lost taste and smell. That's it. So
That's crazy, man.
different side effects.
he had like no cold or anything. It wasn't like hurting her badly.
Just a loss of taste.
But she lost taste and smell. So my boss basically said, "Hey, my wife has one of these symptoms of COVID, so I'm not going to come in today." And they all went and got tested, and they all tested positive for COVID.
But yet they had no major symptoms other than yeah.
Well, my boss had no symptoms. He actually was just quarantined, basically, and he felt nothing. He said he was going on jogs. He was bored out of his head. He didn't know what to do because he felt healthy and he felt fine.
So you can carry it and give it to people and you don't even know it.
Yeah, like if it wasn't for his wife feeling that loss of taste and smell, then he would have basically just, he would have kept going about his life like we all do.
Well, I guess the big thing is to protect our senior citizens.
Yeah.
It seems like young people, they seem to be able to not even have, like your boss. I mean, give me a break. They got Pennsylvania locked down over the entire thing.
Yeah, it's on lockdown.
And you could also say my boss is a young person. What is he, like 35, around that age, give or take a couple of years?
Yeah, yeah. All right, Debo, thank you for your input. That was great, man, from Western Pennsylvania, somewhat of a redneck I mean, here you are at work, putting cameras up, doing everything you can, and I mean, you can only do what you can do. I think we just need to continue to go out on life, and you watch watch the old people. You sit around. I think these masks are a bunch of bullshit. I mean, it's like yeah.
We've had positive tests, right? People have tested positive, but we've had no one hospitalized. And, I mean, we tell people that we got all these rules and stuff, but do you think that everyone really follows the rules? I mean, come into the real world.
What industry you doing, D? Tell the folks out there what industry you're in.
Construction industry. These people don't give a shit, dude. I mean, a lot of them,
So you're basically the safety manager over a construction site, and that's basically how things are going.
Yeah, I'm involved with that. Yeah, I mean,
everybody's making money still. Everybody's got a job.
Well, that's been affected a lot, actually. There were shutdowns. There's a lot of things that affect the people that are being employed, but that's a whole different scenario,
Oh, yeah.
Small businesses.
But for the most part, we'll ramp back up. We're going full speed, though.
Yeah.
We are.
Yep. That's
the job I'm on.
Good to hear.
And that's why we're seeing a V recovery. It's bouncing. Yeah. This third quarter is the biggest quarter we've had. So
temporarily.
No, from the time Trump started.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, another thing in my opinion too is like we test at higher rates. We kind of have. I mean, of course, it's an unknown virus, but we have a pretty good idea of what's going on because of how much we test.
Yeah.
How accurate those tests are, I mean, no one really knows, but I would guess they're somewhat accurate, right?
Yeah.
The fact that we're testing so many people, I mean, that's why we probably have so many cases.
How many we test? 120 to 150 some million Americans have been tested.
We were second in testings next to India.
I have no.
Well, that's why we know more.
Yeah.
I mean, these countries like the country we're living in, you think they're not testing everybody, bro? Probably
they wouldn't have a clue what's going on.
Probably the whole damn country got it, and they don't know it.
Yeah, I would guess the same thing. I'd guess they'd be 100% clueless.
Well, now they've said about 40,000 now since we had a spike, and we've never had a spike here, but we had a spike in late mid-October. And hospitals filled up down in Rangoon.
Things were shutting
down. In our city, it didn't seem like a lot of people were in hospitals.
No, it seemed like nobody really was fazed by it.
Yeah, actually, who was I talking to? I think I was talking to Jared the other day. Yeah. Jared was telling me the doctor couldn't even show up to get an appointment for what's his name's back. It's like
the healthcare is crazy here. Yeah.
So if you got it here, you'd be fucked anyways.
Yep.
Yeah, you'd be done for.
Yeah, the doctor's on a COVID vacation down in Hawaii.
Back in a week.
He'll be back in a month or so. You'll be all right.
I don't know.
Meanwhile, you're pushing up daisies.
Man.
Messed up, man. It's messed up. People in America don't even realize this stuff goes on in the world.
Well, D, nice talking to you. Thank you for coming into our podcast. We talk about all kinds of different subjects, from politics to puppies to Eddie Van Halen and everything else. Our topics are really sporadic. We're not just into one thing, but we just wanted to hear it from someone who lives in reality in America, in Western Pennsylvania, and working in the industry of how things are going and how things are managed. But that was a great insight.
Good friend, Debo.
God bless you, D. Yeah. We love you, man.
Hey, I love you guys, man. Anytime we'll chat. Love you guys.
There it is, straight shot with Debo out of Western Pennsylvania. Those were some good insights from Debo. We appreciate him. We love him.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
But you heard it, how things are going on, and our country's going to turn around in a big way.
Absolutely.
We're seeing this V-shaped economy come right back.
Yeah, we can't live in our basements now.
That's right. More jobs being created.
Going to move on.
It's going to roll. It's going to roll. It's going to be the next 4 years is going to be great.
Amen.